Hey, what's up guys? It's Jacob here with the YouTube channel BleepinJeep, and today I have a quick video for you about selling vehicles on Craigslist. I recently sold my XJ. I figured it was a good excuse to make a video about the experience that I had. It's not the first time I've sold a vehicle online. I've sold tons, like tens of thousands, tens of millions of vehicles online. No, I'm kidding. I've sold a bunch of vehicles on Craigslist though, and I just wanted to go over with you guys maybe some of the things I've experienced and some of the things you can do to make the experience easier for yourself and to get the most money possible out of your vehicle. Alrighty, so the first thing on the list in selling something online on Craigslist, you're going to want to be open-minded and patient with the buyer. A lot of people are always looking for a good deal, including yourself, so just keep that in mind. Remember that Craigslist exists for the purpose of people getting a good deal. So just be patient with it and move on to the next one if you have to. Along the lines of being open-minded, entertain trade offers. You may not be willing to accept trades, you may just want the money, but just if they're offering a trade and they got nothing else, ask what they got. You never know what someone would have, you know? You can always say no. Another part of that is being able to read the buyer. When you call them, text them, however you communicate with them, kind of get a vibe of how they are. If you meet up with them personally, that's even better. And if they don't seem serious, don't pursue them. Just let them be. You're going to make it more stressful for yourself if you go after buyers. Let's say you just posted your ad and you're already getting offers, or you already got one offer, and someone's offering you a couple $100 less than what you want. Remember that the ad may have only been up for a couple days, so you have plenty of time to still sell that vehicle and possibly get the amount of money you're looking for. Don't settle too soon, because there's always someone that's going to come around and pay full price. The next big point is to be detailed and be literate. You want to put as many ways to contact you as possible. Remember, even though it's 2017, some people still don't text, and you're completely deleting a whole demographic of people that could be potentially buying that vehicle from you. The next thing you want to try to do is oversell your vehicle. Really put as much detail about it as possible. Anything and everything that has ever been done to it, anything that you can remember, anything that you positively know about the vehicle, make sure you include it in the ad. There's no problem overselling it. The more detail, the better. And going along with that, you want to make sure you use correct punctuation, capital letters, nice formatting, bullet points, something like that to really just kind of set it off and make it easy to read. There's way too many posts I've seen where it's just a couple sentences, no periods, no capital letters, no anything, and it's hard to read, and you kind of get a vibe from the seller that way that you don't really take them seriously. And the last one on this is pictures. Pictures are the biggest thing when you're selling something. There's so many times where I've gone to just been looking around on Craigslist for whatever, not necessarily even looking to buy anything, but the amount of posts you find with no pictures on them is astounding to me. I usually just scroll over them, because how am I going to know about the integrity of this product? How do I know what it looks like? How do I know what it is? Pictures are the biggest point of selling a vehicle, in my opinion, and you can never have too many. Max out the amount of uploads you can put on Craigslist for your vehicle, and that can honestly make or break the deal, in my opinion. And the third and final biggest bullet point is customer service overall. When you're selling your vehicle, just be honest about everything. Don't hide any flaws. Don't try to get one over on them, because if they find out, it just ruins your integrity you have with that buyer. Remember, they're potentially going to give you thousands of dollars for an item, and to break that trust by hiding something insignificant, it just doesn't really seem worth it in the end. In my experience selling online, whether it's my vehicle or someone else's, the buyer really appreciates just straightforwardness from me. So if there is something wrong with it and I point it out to them, or they ask me about something and I'm honest with them, they tend to respond better than if I was to just give them the rigmarole or give them an answer that's just whatever. So whenever you receive or someone gets in contact with you about an item on Craigslist or about your vehicle that you're selling, always assume that they have the intent to buy. You never want to assume, just because of a preconceived notion you may have, that this person isn't interested, that they're not serious. You can figure that out later on as you talk with them a little more or whatever. But always assume that anyone who's contacting you is interested in buying, even if it's a scam. I'm not saying respond to the scam, but read it. At least, make sure you know it's a scam before you decide that that's what it is. And the third sub point about customer service is to be accommodating, but only to a certain extent. Don't drive 2 hours to meet someone. I've had way too many occasions where something like that's fallen through, and I've just had to take a long drive home. And it's just not worth it. Never meet someone unless you have some prearranged thing or they put a deposit down, something like that. But I would definitely try to be accommodating as much as you can be, Don't be so rigid to be like, well, it's my way or the highway. Because people just don't respond well to that, I don't think. And once again, it could be the difference between making a sale and not making a sale. I see a lot of posts online where people put no tire kickers, no looky-loos, no lowballers, don't contact me unless you're serious, all that kind of stuff. Which I understand, like, it's true. You do kind of want people that are serious looking at your vehicle. But at the same time, when you're checking out a car, you are going to kick the tires, so to speak. That's the whole point of checking out a car. And the last thing I'm going to say is to just keep your composure overall. Craigslist exists for people to find good deal on privately sold items. So I understand the people you may be dealing with. The overall experience could be pretty stressful. But just try to keep your composure the best you can, because you never know who's going to be buying your car. Remember that the end goal is potentially a couple $1,000s in your pocket. So just keep that in mind the whole time you're selling, and you should have a decent enough experience. So that's just kind of the quick thoughts I had off the top of my head, guys. If there's anything else that you think I missed, anything you want to add, please leave it in the comments below. I'll be glad to read them. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.